Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. So today's video was actually a request from one of you guys. I wasn't gonna do my Sephora VIB recommendations this year because I simply forgot. I did do a last minute video last fall, so someone did ask if I can please include one this year because we have a lot of the same taste in fragrances, and she also lives in I think she said Florida, but this video is going to be more summer focused because honestly that is just what I am ready to start wearing, are my spring and summer fragrances. And I'm gonna link all of my previous videos down below because I do tend to in each video give you guys like my previous year faves. That way you're getting something new every time. So if you want more ideas on what to pick up, I will have my Sephora VIB recommendations linked down below, all of them. And then if you want more ideas on summer freshies, I have a summer playlist that I will also link down below. So I like to just give you guys what's new because I do shop discounters. I look for the cheapest I can find the fragrance, and there are discounters that I trust. So I do try to limit my list to what's new because then that's what I actually pick up because they're not at discounters yet. So we have quite a bit to go over. I'll try to be as quick as I can, but let's go ahead and get into the video. Okay, so first I'm gonna go over my loves list. The first two I'm gonna talk about, I don't think I'm gonna get this round just because I'm really trying. I did a large haul for my birthday, so I really want to use the gift cards that I got for my birthday and not go over too much. So the first one is Nest Lychee Rose. Even though I have fragrances like this in my collection, this one's just gonna be so beautiful for, yeah. This is sparkly, like the champagne note in here in the opening. It is really like a true champagne note, but not a brut. Think of like a slightly sweet, maybe rosé kind of champagne. And then you get that tart, mouth-watering lychee, and then you get a slightly jammy rose. I will say that the rose in here was all I could get in the beginning. I think it's Bulgarian rose. It's the same rose that I get in my House of Sillage Chauvidol, and that was all I got when I initially got this scent. And then I started to get the champagne and the lychee, and that's what turned this scent from a like to a love. It was a little too mature with the rose because that rose can almost come off a little vintage to my nose. But now that I get that champagne and lychee combination, this one is gorgeous. This one is, to me, a little bit more mature than some of my other lychee fragrances, but that's because of the rose that's in here. But that's okay, I'm 42, so this is a beautiful, like, if you want to go out for an evening, this is a nice one because you get those playful notes of champagne and lychee, but you get that kind of mature, put together rose that's in here as well. So I am planning on picking up Nest Lychee Rose. All right, continuing on, another honorable mention on my loves list is Apple Love. Apple Love wasn't one I was gonna get before. I have this in my collection. This is very reminiscent of like the Ariana Grande fragrances, but it is slightly more elevated. It's got a little bit more going on to it. This is a sweet but slightly tart apple musky fragrance. It has keynotes of vanilla, apple, and sugarcane. So it's sweet and fruity and playful. I do like it because it's clean at Sephora. Now, I do want to quickly just mention that even though I mentioned clean fragrances, I have all kinds of fragrances. I've just been getting into more clean fragrances on a daily wear because I have thyroid issues, and that's the only reason why. So nothing against non-clean fragrances. But again, that is Apple Love by Ellis Brooklyn. I think I might pick this one up. I'm not even gonna lie. All right, then next we have Ellis Brooklyn Sweet. And this one has pear, orris. They don't list sandalwood and sweet or in Sunfruit. This is another top, but I get it. This one lists pear, orris, and marshmallow. And this is warm and it's considered a sweet gourmand. I will say Sunfruit and sweet, they have similarities. They fall in a similar category. This one for me, it's the dry down. The opening, again, I get a sandalwood, but it's not that creamy sandalwood. It's more of that sandalwood that I get that has that slight pencil shavings. I get that in the opening, but then that settles. And then I like this one because I get that kind of sweet pear marshmallow, but it's very soft and light. And it's one of those fragrances when I want to smell nice, light, and clean, but I don't get it a lot. I'll just get wafts of it through the day. It's not suffocating. Perfect for Florida weather when you want something that's a little bit more sweet with a gourmand touch. I would say this is a nice one, because I'm not a gourmand girly. I'm a freshy, fruity, floral kind of girl. And again, this is Ellis Brooklyn's Sweet. And then last on my list of loves that I'm planning on picking up, this is Amber Vanilla from the Seven Virtues. The Seven Virtues is more of a intimate, more in your bubble kind of line. I don't have longevity issues, but it is definitely more like skin scent. And this one, even though they list other notes, I get a very soft, warm, kind of pink, ambery vanilla scent. This is so pretty and light and delicate. It's not over the top. This is someone in a beautiful summer dress. If you're into vanillas and you want something on the softer side, I would say check out the Seven Virtues. I gotta travel first. That's what I would recommend. This is something that I like to wear on a daily basis, working here from home. And it's just pretty. It's one of those fragrances that kind of melts in your skin. Definitely a your skin but better kind of fragrance. This one and the one I'm going to talk about next. So again, that is Amber Vanilla by the Seven Virtues. All right, another your skin but better is another the Seven Virtues. I need to finish testing out this line because so far I do enjoy the ones I've tried out. This is Coconut Sun, and this has quickly become one of my top coconut fragrances. Now I know it's to the top. That's because I gotta travel first. Ran through the travel. I'm looking forward to using this during the summer. So if you want to smell clean with a slight tropical scent, like you've been kissed by a summer vacation, you just got back from your summer vacation, you're relaxing at home. I always take a day off before I go back to work, so I always take a day off from my vacation, and you're just relaxing at home. You just got out of the shower, you smell clean, you have a freshly tanned skin, so you have that slight suntan lotion still lingering on your skin even after you bathe, just because you've been using it for the last 5 days straight. You throw on a beautiful white linen dress and you're just relaxing in the back, maybe on a hammock, maybe on a bench reading a book. That's what this is. Not too loud, not doing too much. Again, this is your skin but better. So again, that's Coconut Sun by the Seven Virtues. All right, then next we have Sunfruit. This is, again, it just falls in that same family as Sweet. Well, Sweet is compared to Ariana Grande's God is a Woman and Clean Reserve's Radiant Nectar. This one I've compared to Leda, and I also think this one smells like Clean Reserve's. It's a sparkling sugar, but they all also kind of smell like one another, if that makes sense. They all have elements of another, so that's why I say that this one reminds me of Sweet, but this one does have a little bit more going on to it. Sweet is definitely more lighter. It's definitely more like a light pear. This one I believe has pear as well, but this is about the fig. And I believe there's like coconut milk or coconut water, but this scent isn't overly coconutty. There's just a slight kind of figgy coconut feeling to this scent. And then they don't list sandalwood in this scent either, but I get it, but it's more of that creamy sandalwood, not that pencil shavings that I get in Sweet in the beginning. This one has more of a creamy sandalwood, even though they don't list it. I believe this one they list orchid, and is it musk? I believe it's musk that's in. I do get something kind of musky in this scent as well, but this is another one that's great for summer. And now that I'm talking about this, I completely forgot. I've recently picked up a lot of body mist. I've picked up Skylar, I've picked up Ellis Brooklyn, and then I've picked up from Sol de Janeiro. There are a few from Sol de Janeiro that I'll pop over here. Then we got these babies over here from Ellis Brooklyn. This entire line, I love them all. In fact, if I had to pick from all of these, the Ellis Brooklyn ones are my favorite, just because they're a little bit more body splash-esque, but more on the perfumey side. And then I recently did pick up Skylar body mist. I would say the Skylar are definitely more for layering, but I love layering. I have so much fun with it. So I did want to mention those now that I'm thinking of Ellis Brooklyn. The body splashes popped in my head. All right, then next we have Paco Rabanne's Fame, the original. I talked about the original and the new Parfum in my last perfume haul last week's video, and I'm gonna recommend the original Fame just because it's the one that I think is more light, even though I don't find this to be light, but it is the lighter of the two. So if you want a little bit of a deeper kind of ambery mango scent, I would say go for the Perfume. To me, the mango in here is a little bit more fruity. This one's a little bit more musky, even though they don't list musk in this one, they list it in the other one. I like to give you guys what my nose detects. I mean, I do give you what I find online, but I also really like to tell you what my nose gets. And to me, this is the still loud but lighter, fruitier mango scent. I get the jasmine more in this one, and it's more musky to me, even though they don't list musk. I believe it's sandalwood, and I get sandalwood, but it's not loud in this scent. It's blended very well. So this is another great one for summer. I do like them both, but I think I like the original just a little bit more. They're very similar. It's borderline redundant in my collection. Again, that's Paco Rabanne's Fame. All right, then next we have Kayali's Eden Sparkling Lychee, where to me, lychee rose is a little bit more mature, a little bit more floral fruity. The rose in here is more prominent. This one, Kayali Sparkling Lychee, is a little bit more fruity floral. They list rose, but this isn't a rose forward scent. I would almost say that this is a fruity scent. This one has black currant, sparkling lychee, rose de manzana, candied violet, sugared amber, and sandalwood. This one's more flirty and fun. And the champagne in here is, it's not that there's a champagne note, more of a sparkling lychee note. So that's what you get. You get the kind of effervescent feeling of champagne, whereas you get the champagne note, at least I do, in lychee rose. This one, yeah, it's more sparkly and tart and more mouth-watering than lychee rose. This to me is what I wanted Atelier des Sources Pink Me Up to be. In fact, if you layer these together, you pretty much get Pink Me Up, but without the raspberry and without the overly lemon that I get in that one. I really love Pink Me Up. Sometimes I miss it. If I ever want to smell it, I can just go to my sister's house because she ended up really loving it, and I was so happy to give it to her because then it's not too far away. Now, I don't know if there's lychee in that one. For sure, you know, you get the lychee in this one and in the Lychee Rose by Nest. Again, this one's just more rose lychee, and this one's more lychee sparkly. This is uplifting. This is a happy scent. And again, this is Kayali's Sparkling Lychee. Okay, so this next one I'm going to talk about, my recommendation is to wait for this to get to discounters because of performance. But if you want to pick it up with a little bit of a discount and you don't want to wait, Valentino's Donna Born in Roma Green Stravaganza is definitely a top pick of mine. The more and more I wear this, the more and more I know that this comes in number 2. Yellow Dream number 1, Stravaganza number 2, and then the original. I'll link my video of the line below where I go over the first 5, I believe, but just know that if I'm re-ranking them, this would fall number 2. The only thing I don't like about this is the performance. The performance on this is the worst out of the line, which is sad because I can get the other ones to last. This one, as you could tell, it's half gone, and I'm gonna need another bottle soon. Yes. Now I'm starting to get more and more the famous jasmine vanilla combo that is in all of the Donna Born in Roma. So I do get the Donna Born in Roma at its core, not the fruitiness that you get in some of the other ones, especially the original. This one's more tea-like, not overly tea, which I prefer. There is something in the opening that tickles my nose, but it's not necessarily smoky. It's more peppery, and I say smoky because this is said to have a Lapsang Souchong tea note, and it does not smell like that specific tea, but this does have a tea-like scent to it. It's very beautiful, but the performance is very poor. But I wanted to mention it because it is one of my favorites of the year. This is a sparkly kind of tea-like jasmine, slightly vanilla scent. The vanilla in here isn't loud yet, When I first sprayed this, it gave me Burberry Goddess vibes. Not that it smelled like it, but how Burberry Goddess was lavender vanilla. So you got like a vanilla scent, but with this clean lavender. When I first got this, I got the vanilla slightly with this, again, clean tea-like scent to it, but when I compared them, the vanilla got stronger in my Burberry Goddess. So I am hoping for the vanilla to maybe amplify this scent a little bit more. So I'm actually stopped using it to try it out in a few months. I did mention Burberry Goddess in my last video, that's why she's not in this video, but I like the vanilla in here. It's soft, it's light, and it's balanced with the jasmine and the tea that's in here. So again, that's Valentino's Donna Born Roma Extravaganza. And then for my top pick, we have Mood Ring by Fleur. This to me is the happiest color of a mood ring. This is another happy scent. This is my kind of fruity fragrance because it's more, yes, it's more on a clean musky side. A lot of fruity florals that I love tend to have vanilla, something sweetening it up, whereas mood ring and fragrances like Julia Has a Gun Magnolia Bliss, which I think I featured in my last video, these are fruity fragrances that have like a muskiness, something clean. The florals tend to lean, I don't know what florals are in here, but they tend to lean more jasmine and not rose. Some fruity fragrances, especially if they're like raspberry, strawberry, they tend to sometimes have rose. I'm not sure what this one or Julia Has a Gun, well, Julia Has a Gun has magnolia, but they're more clean fruity fragrances. They smell a little bit more elevated and a little bit more grown up, because sometimes with vanilla and some of the other notes, they can get a little jammy, a little sweet, a little playful and flirty, which I enjoy, but I feel like this is more elevated and a little bit more grown up. This, I do get the fruit gummy note that's in here, but you get the fruit gummy notes, and then there's musk, and then there's other notes in here that balance the fragrance out. But I definitely get the fruit gummy notes that are in here, and they are delicious. This is just easy, it's uplifting, it's happy, and this is my top pick for this Sephora VIB. So again, that's Fleur's Mood Ring. Okay, so those were my top perfume picks. I know in my previous videos I have mentioned makeup, but I just wanted to do perfume. Again, I will have my other videos linked down below. I will also have my summer playlist linked down below if you are looking for summer fragrances. But let me know in the comments below, what do you guys plan on picking up during the Sephora VIB? But that will do it for today's video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye guys.